What is happening, everybody? My name's Seven and welcome to a Fortnite video. If you're enjoying the content on this channel, make sure you hit that like button and also subscribe if you're brand new. We are so close to 50,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. You're all freaking awesome. I love you all dearly. Now in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a bunch of different myths. If you have other things you'd like me to test, fire away in the comment section below and we'll do an episode 2. So it's down to what you guys say and I'll feature the comments as well. So fire your ideas like go, 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 go! So to begin with our number one myth that we are going to test today, this is about the trees. Now the map, as we know it, is lathered with trees, and so we might as well try and put them to use. We know that chopping them down gives us wood, which then helps us of course build the most basic form of structures which don't have the best health, but they are still something. The question is it possible to use these as a form of hiding, like a shelter? Can we land on the trees? So in today's beginning myth, we are going to attempt to land on the trees over, I believe it's the Lonely Lodge. Well, it's not too far from the Lonely Lodge, where you have a very condensed area, and as you can see, I'm able to land on top of a tree. Now you can land on top of these trees, or if you want to, you can build up to them and then stand on them as well. The only thing is, with these big trees, if you knock them down, as I'll show you in a second, unless you actually have materials already to get back down from a tree, you're pretty much going to die. So for example, if there was an end zone over this area, you could use the trees as a way of hiding from your enemy if you wished, but you'd really have to take into consideration that you need materials. Our second myth of today is going to be going to the starter island. Is it possible? In PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds it is, but in Fortnite, is it or is it not? Can we go to the starter island? Now a lot of these I actually didn't know until you guys had mentioned them on previous videos, so I was really happy that some of you already submitted them. Sorry to anyone that did fire me these ideas and the video idea. I didn't get the chance to grab the actual screenshots, I just wrote them down as notes. So as you can see here, we're flying out and it's going to speed up a little bit as well, so don't worry, I'll speed up the entire process because it is a little bit of a flight and you are going to need the bus to fly in a certain path as well for you to be able to even get anywhere near the island. So as you can see, I speed it up 4 times, and as we approach the island, what happens is instead of landing on it, you hit like this invisible barrier and it won't let you get any closer, and so you just basically keep on falling all the way down, and because you're out of the map, you end up just dying when you land. So yeah, it's impossible. You cannot land on the starter island. Our third myth for today is going to be about how the falling works. So when you're diving down and going down towards the ground, is there a difference between going for lower land and then higher land in the fact that it, like, you know, changes when your umbrella opens? So as you can see from the clip here, I went for the lower ground and my umbrella opened pretty late and I was able to land on the ground pretty quickly compared to what you're going to see next. And I can already tell you straight away that by landing in an area or when you're diving down, if you actually fly over a higher point like this mountain here, your umbrella will naturally open earlier. So the best way to get down to the ground faster is to make sure that you actually fly over land that is flat and is open. Don't go for the hills or anywhere like the trees. Open areas are the best and it'll get you to the floor the fastest. In our fourth myth, I want to tell you something about the sea. Somebody asked me, hang on, can you go swimming in the water? Well, we know that we can go swimming in the lake, and later on I'll show you a myth to do with that loot lake, a brilliant place to go. But yes, if you go near the sea and you go into the water, whether it's at the start of the game or later in the game, the water will permanently kill you. It's like an invisible barrier, and it reminds me of GTA Vice City. If you played it, you just basically can't go in the water, man. You drown instantly. In our fifth place, we are going to be taking a look at the supply drop. The question is it possible for the supply drop to kill you? Can it or can it not? Now, as you can see here, I've got my Aurora friend. You alright, Aurora, mate? Oh no, he's dead. Oh no, he's not. Oh, okay. Supply drops do not kill you. It has been proven in this myth that it is impossible to die to the supply drops, so you can stand under them as much as you wish. Now, in our number six myth, we are going to be taking a look at the stairway to heaven. Now, a lot of people go, hey man, you know, when you're building, is there a limit to what you can build? Now, there is a limit to how many resources you can collect, but not to what you can actually build, in the sense of, you know, you could get 999 resources, place it all down and go and get some more if you wanted to. But is there a limit on the factor of how high you can build to the sky? And that is our sixth myth today. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a really quick stairs. Don't worry, I'll speed it up 4 times, and we're going to see how far we can go up in the sky and see if there is a limit to how far we can actually build. Now, when I built this entire ladder all the way up into the sky, this wonderful staircase to heaven, as you can see, I use a lot of my wooden resources and I build a lot of wooden staircases. And turns out I can't build anymore, so yes, there is a limit to how high you can build up into the sky, and it all depends on the highest point that you start from, so start lower than higher ground. In our 7th place, we're going to take a look at how about falling for a long period of time. Now, a lot of people always say to me, hey, is there a way that we can try and survive for longer at the start of the game? I have a problem. I end up dying loads when the game first starts. Well, we're going to test the theory today to see how many people actually die and how long you can last, and whether you can wait for that first zone to appear on the map by simply jumping out and opening your glider instantly. Now, this is sped up 4 times, so to do this strategy, you're going to have to be somebody who is very, very, very patient. If you aren't going to be waiting, then you're going to be, you're not going to be able to pull this off. And as you can already see from falling down and just literally not moving, just opening my glider, there's already like nearly 20 people dead, which is 20 less people for you to have conflict with. So it looks like it does help anybody who wants to avoid that beginning, problem of landing in and having conflict with other people. So yes, it does work. You will survive that a little bit longer at the start if you do just use your glider. Now, in our next myth, this is about the water at Loot Lake. Does jumping into the water at Loot Lake make a difference to fall damage? Does it do less fall damage jumping into it, or does it prevent it? And yes, as you can see from here on screen, it makes no difference. Yes, the water is very shallow, but it should still have an impact on how much health is taken away. There's a secondary thing as well about this. Somebody asked, is it possible to see under there? If you get knocked down in like duos or squads, when you fall down to your knees and you're bleeding out, you will fall under the water, and it is possible, if you stand against an object like a boat or something, you can see under the surface of the water in the lake. Pretty cool. Now, in this one, we're going to be taking a look at the bus. In general, a lot of people tend to jump at the beginning when the bus first, comes over, the clock ticks down, everyone just throws themselves out of there, they dive down to the areas. But do you die if you stay in the bus? A lot of people are really paranoid about doing this because they don't want to jump into a game and then randomly die, but anybody who's ever played PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds already knows where this myth is going, because ultimately it won't kill you. All it will do is force throw you out of the bus, and you will have to then fall out of the sky, and you will then just have to land in the area that the bus has chosen, which is at its last end of its path. So as you can see here, we don't die when we get thrown out. It just automatically pushes us out. We didn't press anything to leap out, and as you can see, there's a bunch of other people. So a lot of the people that you'll see jumping out will be AFK, and it's quite smart how they've placed those AFK people over the water surface. Like we showed before, if you fall into the sea will kill you. So it kind of prevents anybody landing in and going and killing the AFK players, because the AFK players will fall down, their glider will open, and they will then fall down, land in the sea, and they will then be killed by the game itself. But you don't die jumping out, and naturally. Now, our next myth is about building. So whenever someone builds a staircase or something like that, it is possible to both kill your teammates and enemies by destroying the base objects that are attached to the ground of that structure. As you can see here, I accidentally shot a pair of staircases out, and I didn't know that my friend was at the top of them, and I killed my own teammate. It works exactly the same for enemies. You can kill your enemies by destroying their structures, as long as you destroy all the objects that attach to the floor of their structure. In our next myth, we're going to take a look at the items that are landing in different areas. These are the chests. Do chests spawn in the exact same place? We land in Moisty Mire here by the tree, and there is one chest to begin with. We get a very good weapon, the Epic Scar, and then we open up a second chest that is here as well, and we're able to get another one, so we had very, very good RNG. But in a secondary game, we do come back over this area, and we do find for ourselves that when we land, they don't spawn in the same place. However, if you ever do find an ammo box, ammo boxes do spawn in the exact same place every time. But in a certain area, there is a set of different spawns that are potential spawns for chests. So every area does have chests, it's just whether there is a certain number. So this tree can give you 3, but the first time it gave me 2, and in the secondary one, you can see that it only gave me 1 chest. So yes, chests spawn in the same area, but not in the exact same place within that area. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching today's video. I greatly appreciate all the support that you guys have been providing. Like I said at the start of the video, make sure that you fire your your myths, the things that you want me to test in the comments below. And if you do manage to get some good likes, people engage with it, they seem to like your comment, then I will copy this comment. I will then put it inside of the video and go, hey, here we go, we're testing this myth today. So I really do hope that this entertains you, and I hope to look forward to seeing a bunch of different awesome comments from you with a bunch of different things that we can then test in a future episode. Thank you for watching. My name's been Seven, also known as Marty Wood. Like and comment on all that you love. Take care of yourselves, guys. Peace.